Nice.
Haha! Did it! Rufus 1, entropy 0. Rufus 1. Who needs change? Ouch. Whoa! With a fun slime troll in 1 out of every 5 pies! Rad! And all these years I thought they weren't allowed to make these anymore. You can find the craziest stuff in the trash. Huh, a pelican. That's not crazy. Mildly odd.
Welcome to Deponia and all its creatures, great and small. Another species we haven't seen yet, the pelican. The Deponian pelican, sifting through the trash. That's how it's supposed to be. But we have another species here, a familiar one. Only though, if we look very, very closely, because it's hidden, many did not look closely enough and missed it. So keep an eye on the screen. My favorite German Let's Player, for example, let's just call him Gregory Onk, didn't spot many of our platypuses which we have spread over the whole third game. We did something similar in part 2 already, when we had jigsaw pieces that, when completed, formed a little image. Here in the third installment we wanted to do something like that and patched together our very own platypus field guide. Given the facts from part 2, one must assume there are only 4 kinds of platypuses. And that is, of course, completely wrong! There are many more types of platypus on Deponia, and some of them are collected in our new, better, stronger platypus field guide. It was a hell of a blast coming up with names for those animals. Sometimes in my own free time I do nothing but coming up with names for animals. Wait, that sounded a bit weird. But by the way, in this complete journey edition we also now have collectibles in Deponia 1. You can look for junk in the junk. Well, that's original.
Ah, this pipe is leakier than a rat's bladder. Ah, there you are. And wow, what is all this stuff? Did you just set it up?
No. Neurofusion chambers are standard in this hotel. Of course we did.
Huh, pretty speedy. And what does one do with a neuro thingy? Can you watch scrambled channels?
That too. But most importantly, it will repair Gold's brain implant.
Brain?
You know, re-merging the aspects of her character.
Yes.
Her entire consciousness was stored on a cartridge.
Right, together with the Ascension code.
That you need to gain access to the high boat. Exactly. After this procedure, Gold will be her old self again.
And then you can make use of the shower.
Shower? Why?
For the Ascension customs? Or did you think they'd let you into Elysium like that?
What? And just what is that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, considering everything we know about that Cletus, he is an extremely clean person. So, if you want to pretend to be him, shower.
Hey, let me deal with that. You take care of Gold. Or do I have to help you with that as well?
Not necessary. It's almost ready.
Cool. Almost? Oh, what do you mean, almost?
Oh, nothing bad. I just have to calibrate the data interface.
And once again, I have to do all the heavy lifting. right?
Not at all.
No problem. I can fillet a data thingy with one hand tied behind my back. You just have to press here, and
Rufus, no! That throttles the fuel rods.
they can handle it.
Rufus, this calibration is really much too easy for you. Why don't you take care of the much more difficult professional mission?
Professional mission?
Of course, Doc still needs this thing that can't be found in this hotel room.
Oh, exactly. That plasma
Exchange.
whoop-de-doo
Mammoth fur.
relay.
A plasma exchange whoop-de-doo mammoth fur relay?
Hard to come by.
Huh, for beginners like you maybe, but for a pro like me, it'll only take a jiffy.
And so we finally hit the hotel room where Doc already prepared his tools of the trade. And Bozo showered, obviously. This is the first time you ever see his hair in all its glory. And Gold, of course, has another important part to play as she's prepped for surgery. Well, yeah, she is unconscious yet again. The good thing is, this way she can't complain about her part not being big enough. Yeah, of course, there is nothing to complain about. It's a nice scene, it's a very important part on her part, and Rufus wouldn't be Rufus if he wouldn't find a way to bring her back in action, of course. He had some practice in assisting Doc in complex surgery, after all. No reason to worry. None at all. Yeah, maybe he finds another steel brush. Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Bozo, you old...
Pirate. Go ahead and say it.
Huh? Nah, how can you be a pirate without the cutter? I was gonna say, you old liver spot repository. You better get dressed. You don't want to shock Gold into another coma as soon as she wakes up, do you? Wasn't that awesome before?
I suppose.
Aw, you're unhappy, aren't you?
Unhappy doesn't even come close.
I certainly would be in your place. After all, you slept through all the cool action. Come on, give me a smile.
Why should I? My cutter is wrecked.
Aw, it's not the end of the world.
The world is ending,
Not until tomorrow morning.
and there's nothing to eat here. And I'm hungry.
Ugh, complain, complain, complain. You almost sound like my ex-girlfriend, Tony, or my ex-best friend, Wenzel, or anybody else who spent a lot of time with me.
And that doesn't make you think.
A whole lot more would have to happen to make me think.
Yeah, that was my impression too.
Didn't you just say you were hungry?
What? You heard that?
Oh, yeah. They call it selective perception. Sort of a mental superpower that separates...
Chaff in the left half of your brain, wheat in the right.
Yeah, ain't I...
If you want to get me something to eat, there's a pie vending machine in the basement.
We'll see. First, I have to find out if that will get me anywhere.
What?
Well, I bring you something to eat, and then I also get something out of it. That's the way it works.
What about a good feeling for having done a friend a favor?
Huh? No, not like that. I meant something useful. Bait fish or something. Ugh. Don't take it personally. It's just your disgusting appearance. Ugh. My eyes are smarting already. Oh. Hey, Doc.
For the 1000th time, Rufus, you'll only get your ball back when you tell me how the leftover pudding got into my particle accelerator.
First of all, that wasn't pudding. And second...
Well,
How's the calibration coming?
It would go a lot.
Got it.
Exactly.
I have to go. You've kept me from my vital professional mission for too long.
The farther you are from the room, the less we can bother you.
May I borrow your bag?
Sure, go ahead. So far, you've only taken away my home and my livelihood. Why not also take the bag with the last of my possessions?
Hey, cool. Thanks. Very considerate. Ah! It's stained.
Hey, that was irony.
I thought as much. Yeah, maybe next time you shouldn't put it next to the toilet when you're taking a pee.
No, Rufus. I need the 1/3 screwdriver for the operation.
And I need it to randomly combine with items.
I said hands off.
All right, all right. Let's see what Bozo carries around. Underwear, a 3-person tent. No, wait, that's even more underwear. But, hey, what's this? Shampoo. Do I hold here in my hands the secret of his gleaming curls?
Nice.
Mammoth fur? Really?
And whoop-de-doo.
All right.
Hey, what's going on here?
Hum hum kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Hello, you, you friendly hooded people who clearly belong to a non-violent organization. Are you standing in line for the washing machine?
Hum hum kumbaya.
Dooba 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 dabba dooba da baby. Shh. You wouldn't mind if I if I go first, right? Okay. Act weird once for sure, no problem, pal.
Hum hum kumbaya.
Cool. Then if I could just
Hum hum kumbano.
darn. That's pretty huge, considering there isn't a single bit of... Wow! Freshly washed! I don't see a difference. I'd rather keep my stuff in my own coat. There's a lot more room in there. Is this gonna... Darn.
Okay. Like how there's the heart on the toilet.
Occupied.
Are you ever coming out of there?
Don't rush me. I'm suffering from severe temporal diarrhea.
Temporal diarrhea?
Yes, I'm a time traveler.
You mean you come from the future?
Nonsense. Oh, hold on. There is no future. I came from the past to watch the end of the world.
Here we go again. Then you're in the wrong place. I'm the guy who's gonna prevent the end of the world.
Oh! That would be very nice of you. I'm stuck here, you know.
Why? Is your time machine clogged?
Not exactly. There's no more toilet paper.
Hey, that was irony. Naturally, I don't believe a word you've said.
Well, it wasn't exactly the whole truth.
Ha! I knew it!
There's one roll of toilet paper left, but it's as rough as sandpaper. Oh, and I had the chili during the